Hello, everybody. This is Ryan over at High Carb Regenerator. I have Jeannette over at Miss Fit Vegan. She's on Instagram. You do have a YouTube, right? But do you use it very often?
Every day, yeah.
Do you?
Miss
Okay.
Vegan.
Okay. All right. So I'll put the links down below so everybody can check her out. She's got some amazing stuff. A lot about Fruitarian and vegan. It's quite an amazing everything that you do. All your content is I love it.
Thank
And
you.
the first question I actually wanted to ask you is how did you end up going vegan? Because I've seen some of your before and after pictures. What led you to it?
Yeah. So in 2010, I saw a documentary called Food Inc. Have you seen this documentary yet?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
It's not one of the more popular ones. So 2010 is when I saw this. And yeah, this documentary immediately changed my life. I went vegetarian immediately. I did not know what to eat because I never met a vegetarian or a vegan. And then a year later, I went raw. And I've never looked back since. So it's been 12 years since I ate a dead animal's body part. And it's been 11 years since I've had cooked food. Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't even eaten cooked vegan. Did you ever try cooked vegan?
No, I have never been a cooked vegan. I have tried some cooked food over the years, like maybe 5 times. Like I had a sweet potato in a salad once. It did not agree with me because, like once you start eating a certain way, it's hard to go back. You
Yeah.
feel it immediately. So yeah, I've tried once, a few times over the years, like a raw till 4, I tried, but immediately my energy level went way down because I was eating raw for so long. So yeah.
So you just jumped right on raw, like
Correct.
cold turkey.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of how I got started.
Cold coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I imagine you had some crazy detox, or did you have detox?
Yes, very, very, very crazy. So even though I was vegetarian, I went from vegetarian to raw vegan. And yeah, for the first week, I felt amazing. But after 1 week, I got really sick. And thanks for asking about this because I rarely talk about this. For like about 4 weeks, I was coughing nonstop. I had mucus, so much mucus. I could barely have a sentence. I couldn't even say one sentence without coughing. I couldn't sleep because I was coughing so much. I felt like shit. I didn't know what was wrong. My skin was even worse than ever. I used to have really bad acne and my skin was crazy. And I was trying all the things. I was taking elderberry, oil of oregano. I was doing all the natural things, ginger shots, turmeric. Nothing helped. And finally, my boyfriend at the time finally convinced me to get a colonic. And I was so desperate that I was like, fine, I'm not going to the doctor. When I used to go to the doctor, they used to give me antibiotics and I know the dangers of antibiotics now. And at this point in my life, so I went to get a colonic, even though I was super scared. And 1 hour after the colonic, I stopped coughing.
Wow.
And yeah, 1 hour, even though I was coughing for 4 weeks, for a whole month. And I actually almost lost my job because I was a cashier at the time and no customers would come to me because they thought I had AIDS or something. I don't know. I would, I understand. I wouldn't want to go to a cashier that's just like constantly coughing and couldn't even talk. So anyway, yeah, the colonic saved my life. And now I know what was happening. All the crap, all the dairy and crap that I used to eat was trying to get out, but like it was coming out too fast from my cells. So I needed some help. So yeah, I'm a big believer in colonics. And yeah, if you are trying to go raw or you just be healthy, you should definitely look into a gravity method colonic.
Wow. And did you do any like water fasts or juice fasts or anything, or was it just straight, raw food without the juicing?
In my life or in the first
Like
month?
when you got started, most people seem to get started with juice fasting in the beginning.
No, I got started eating a high fat raw vegan diet because this was 2011. So this was before, like most of the people that are out now. This was before Instagram even existed.
Yeah.
And and so I did not go on a juice cleanse at that time, but since then I've done many juice cleanses. I've not done a water fast, but I've done a lot of cleansing and stuff that I wouldn't really recommend nowadays. Like now, I really truly believe that we need to eat an abundance of healthy, ripe, delicious, juicy fruit and veggies to be healthy. I don't think cleansing is like the best idea unless
No.
you're sick. You know, if somebody is sick, like let's just look at nature, you know, when our dogs or cats or any animal gets sick, they don't eat, they fast. And so that makes sense to me. But if you're just trying to fast to change your diet or lose weight or, you know, to get healthier, I don't think that's the proper way. I think, you know, something more sustainable is perhaps a better idea.
Yeah. And it looks like you lost, from what I saw anyway, a decent amount of weight from the before and
Yes.
after pictures.
Yeah, I actually was at my heaviest. I don't have any photos because this is before I had like a smartphone. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm 37 now. So most of my childhood and my teenage years, there was no cell phones. And so unfortunately, I destroyed all the photos of me with all my acne and being very overweight. But yeah, I mean, my heaviest, I believe, was around 180. And now I am 120
Oh, wow.
something. Yeah.
Because you're short,
And
right?
I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, that all came off from just eating a raw vegan diet, but also exercising. I didn't know exercise was so important to weight loss. My family's not exercising people. Like we don't do that stuff. So I wasn't
Yeah.
raised exercising. But yeah, exercise has been a big part of my weight loss as
That
well.
that was actually going to be my next question. What kind of exercise do you do? I mean, do you regiment it? Or do you just kind of move the body?
Yeah, I love to first thing in the morning work out. So I like to work out fasted personally. I don't like to work out when I have food in me because I'm just like, I'm afraid I'm going to throw up or, you know, it just feels very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I like to work out first thing. I live on the beach here in Miami. So I go to the beach every morning, run or swim. I love to ride my bike. I love to dance, yoga, anything that is fun is what I would recommend. If you love to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you don't go to the gym because it's just not going to work out for you. You're going to most likely waste your time there, waste your money on a membership that you don't use. Find something you really love. And the best thing is like some type of like activity that's either like fun or with someone, like a sport or, you know, swimming, something that's fun. Instead of just this boring, like, you know, exercise aerobic classes that some people take. It's just, I mean, hey, if that's for you, but it's definitely not for me personally. So yeah, I'd recommend something that you love first thing in the morning. Oh yeah, first thing is key, right? Because if you don't do it first, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true. What do you think about this whole calories in, calories out the thing that's out there right now? You think it's useful or nonsense?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so for a while, I was a big follower of Freely and Durian Rider. They really inspired me for sure back in the day, especially when they were raw. Durian Rider, I think he has some great content out. I love how real he is, cursing. Like I'm from New York, so I related to that. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, who is this real guy? He's not trying to sell me some enzymes. I appreciated that. But shoving in the calories has not worked for me at all. I used to be very bloated. I used to have a lot of digestive issues. I used to be constipated as a raw vegan, shoving in calories that I didn't need. Okay. If I worked out a lot, I'm going to be more hungry. So I'm going to eat more. If I don't work out because I work from home most of the time, I'm not going to be as hungry as I would if I, had a physical job. I think it's important to take what resonates with you and leave the rest when you're watching YouTube videos, my videos, your videos, take what resonates with you, leave the rest. I wish I would have just followed that advice in the beginning because I made a lot of mistakes. I used to shove in the dates. I used to eat like 50 dates.
Yeah. You
You
can't,
too? You too?
No, I used to. Yeah. I used to. Largely because I have you ever heard of the date people?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like I've actually got a huge box of them back there. Like I mean,
yeah,
it's just like you can't stop. It's the
no.
best dates that you can possibly get. So it's just
Candy.
yeah.
That's candy right there. And I'm not saying dates are unhealthy, but in the quantity that I was eating, I was eating 50 dates a day, and you know, somebody, like I don't blame anyone, any YouTuber for, you know, any of my issues on a raw vegan diet, you know, eating 50 dates a day. It didn't work for me and my teeth and my digestion. It didn't work for me. Maybe it worked for them. It was my decision to do that. So it's 100% my fault.
Yeah.
But shoving in the calories, I don't believe we need a certain amount of calories a day. I don't believe in starving yourself. I don't believe in one meal a day. I certainly don't believe in this. It doesn't work for me. If it works for someone else, that's great. Didn't work for me. I tried it. And I don't believe in eating fast either. I think it's important to be mindful, slow, like eating mindfully, consciously, and, you know, not like late at night, no matter what it is. I don't care if it's 30 bananas a day. It's still, if you eat 30 bananas and you're just like not feeling good, you're shoving them in and you're going to sleep and it's not working for you, then it's not working for you, no matter what anybody says. So
yeah.
my opinion.
Now you seem to mostly eat fruit. Do you do greens at all? Or is you just basically a fruitarian?
No, so I eat fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, and then for dinner, I usually eat a big salad with lots of greens. Sometimes during the day, I'll have a green juice or a green smoothie, but usually I have greens at night. Yeah, sometimes I have fruit for dinner too, but mostly I will have a savory dinner because by the end of the day, I mean, I've had enough sweets, you know, for the day. And so I want something more savory or, you know, salty. So that's, yeah, I have greens every single day.
You know, because you're eating greens, what's your thoughts on high carb, low fat? Do you add like avocados to your greens, or do you kind of keep it low fat?
Yes, I definitely keep it low fat because I personally feel much better that way. I know some people that eat avocado every single day and they feel great. It doesn't work for me personally, I think, because I eat mostly fruit. If you eat a lot of fruit, it's gonna be a little tough on digestion if you are eating also higher fat. So yes, I personally don't eat avocado too much. I like to make dressings though, like creamy dressings. So I'll use hemp seeds or Brazil nuts or sunflower seeds or sesame seeds, but not a lot in my dressings. So yeah, I do believe in low fat is probably the best way for me to be eating.
Okay. And I see this, the fruitislife.store on your, what is that? You know, it looks quite amazing to me because I've always wanted to have a fruit farm. It kind of looks like a fruit farm. I didn't quite understand.
Yeah, no. So Fruit is Life is my company here in South Florida. So right now, it's a long story, but basically I was selling exotic tropical fruit to clients here in South Florida. We were doing catering, like so exotic fruit platters for events. And we were also selling at Coconut Grove. And currently I'm not doing that because I have, long story short, I'm from New York and I don't drive. And so I just got my driver's license. So I'm in the process of now starting the company again with my own vehicle because previously I was hiring drivers and it just did not work out. So yeah, I learned how to drive and for the first time ever, like New Yorkers don't drive. I don't know if you know that.
Well, I lived on the East Coast. Yeah.
We don't drive. And so yeah, that's my company. So if you ever come to South Florida or if anybody's in South Florida, check us out, fruitislife.store. Maybe when this airs, we will be up and running again.
Perfect. What's your favorite fruit what's your favorite easily accessible fruit? Because I know there's some that are really good, but are not the easiest to get. So what, you know, like what is somebody like maybe at an Asian market or something like that? What would your favorite be?
Yeah, that's a fun question. Okay. My favorite fruit at an Asian market is, I mean, depends. Mangosteen is like the most incredible. Have you had this yet?
No, I see it on your posts and I've had the mangosteen. What was it, like a juice that got really popular maybe 15 years ago? It was like mangosteen. They said it would cure every ailment on the planet. But I never actually had the mangosteen itself.
Mangosteen is one of my favorite fruits. It's called the queen of fruits. Durian, which is known as the king of fruits, is also absolutely incredible. Have you Have you delved into durian yet?
I love durian. Yeah. I mean, I've been raw or vegan since 2011. I mean, it's yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So soursop, this is like incredible, but my favorite, mostly like widely available fruit is definitely watermelon. Obviously I prefer seeded, so it's a little, it's challenging because nowadays you can barely find it. But if anybody out there ever sees the long watermelon that kind of looks like a pickle, get it, because that's seeded and it's so amazing.
Yeah.
Like watermelon, when it's good, it is everything. So yeah, those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, my goal is to actually grow a Charleston. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, of course.
They get to like 250 pounds.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's my
incredible.
goal. I know it's a ridiculous goal, but
that's a good goal. Hey, I have some ridiculous goals. That's not a weird goal. I have a goal to have a watermelon museum one day.
Wow.
With all types of watermelon accessories. And you come there, you could try all types of varieties of watermelons. This is a goal. So, hey, it's not the weirdest goal in the world.
Do you have Amish? I doubt you got Amish down there. Do you have Amish people down there?
No.
Okay. They have, I don't know where they get these seeds. I don't know how they manage to they have the best watermelon you've ever had in your life. They have one called a sugar bomb. It's so good. It almost brings tears to your eyes. It's incredible.
You are the third person to tell me this in the last few weeks. I don't know what's going on, but I need to start researching because so many people have told me that Amish people have the best watermelon.
Yeah, best.
In the last few weeks. So word's getting around.
Yeah, they have the best. And actually the second best is out of Georgia. I don't care. I know you're in Florida. I don't care what I know there's like a southern rivalry with this all. The best watermelon is out of Georgia. I don't care. And now if you can find them out of Alabama, they're even better, but that's really hard to do.
Wow. I've never been to Georgia and I've never had Amish. So I got a lot of watermelon traveling to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go on a tour. I want to go on a watermelon tour.
Yeah. It'd be worth doing because I know they got to have good ones in Texas and everything. So that would be really good to do because the best grapefruits that you can get are out of Texas. In my mind. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like here in South Florida, I can't tell you that I've had the best watermelon of my life here because I've had some incredible ones in New York. I think it's just a little too hot here. But hey, listen, we grow some incredible stuff here. So, I'm not going to complain.
No doubt. Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, that really went off on a tangent. I mean, honestly, that's really all I wanted. I really wanted, I'm getting everybody's opinion on the cooked versus raw, really, because I got a lot of people asking me questions about this. So I started reaching out to raw vegans. What would your suggestion be if somebody was getting into it and didn't want to go cold coconut, like you said, or whatever? Like if somebody wanted.
Yeah, I don't think anybody needs to be 100% raw in order to get 100% of the benefits. I don't think it's for everyone and I don't recommend it to everyone. If you want to be a healthy vegan, I think it's really the first step is to just start with breakfast. Okay. The best time to eat fruit is first thing of the day, right? So the first meal of the day, if you can make that, if you can start to create a habit where every day you eat fruit for breakfast, whether that's a big fruit salad or half a watermelon or a smoothie or as many peaches as you want, or as many oranges as you want, whatever it is in any variation, if you can eat as much fruit as you want, and that's your breakfast, I think that is an amazing start. That is definitely how I started on my healthy vegan journey, because I wasn't always a healthy raw vegan, right? I used to eat raw vegan ice cream for breakfast, so, and it was cashew based raw vegan ice cream with like guar gum and like agave and like all these things that are not even raw, but it said raw on it, So like now I know much better, 11 years. It's been quite a journey for me. So now I know that to be my healthiest version, I need to start the day with fruit. And I also go over all of this in a course that I made, and I'll leave a link below in the comments, or I'll ask you to leave it.
Yeah, just send me that, and I'll leave it.
I made a course called How to Be a Healthy Raw Vegan, because I made so many goddamn mistakes over the years. I ruined my teeth. I was bloated. I was constipated as a raw vegan. I had really bad trouble sleeping. I was eating all wrong. I didn't know what the hell to do. And so, yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes. As far as eating a cooked food, vegan diet, we all know what's healthy and what's not healthy. If you're eating those fake meats and anything that you don't know what it is, perhaps you are choosing that life, and that's okay. But if you want to be a healthy vegan, if you want to feel really good, you want to lose weight, you want to clear your skin, you want to not only love the animals, right, and make choices for the animals, but you also want to love yourself and be your best version, look your best, feel your best, you're going to have to eat the best. And what's the best food on the planet? Fruit and vegetables. This is the healthiest, most vibrant, alive food on the planet. And you can cook it, you can roast it, you can put it, all right, don't use the microwave, but you can put it in the oven. I was going to say the microwave, but let's not get down to that level, guys. Okay. The microwave, you might as well, like, what are you doing here? You know, you're eating radiation. Let's not do that. But, cook it, roast it, steam it, boil it, whatever you want to do, but eat fruit and vegetables as your meals, and it will transform your life. Whether it's raw or cooked, it doesn't matter. It's still healthy if it's a fruit or a vegetable.
Perfect. That closes us out. Thanks, Jeannette. Thanks for joining us. So subscribe, like, do whatever you got to do. And thanks.
Thank you.